Hey guys, today I'm doing a bookshelf tour, and I have like a light here, so that's why my face is like really pale, even though I'm still really pale in person. I don't have as many books as like the other people because I'm not really I don't have that much money. My bookshelves, just an overview. Yeah, that is my bookshelves. On the top, we have my dance trophy and my swimming trophy and my piano trophy. And yeah, and there's a picture of me back there in a dance suit thing. Even though I don't dance anymore. And then we have a elephant, which is cute. And then I have, then I have my free verse by Ellen Hopkins, like free verse books. So Tilt by Ellen Hopkins and Crank by Ellen Hopkins. And then in this corner we have my books for school. So like The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. And then we have Lucky by Alice Sebold. And then we have Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And we have The Catcher in the Rye, which looks like this. All But My Life by Gerda Weisman Klein, which is another memoir that I decided that I wanted to pick up, even though we only had to do one memoir. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do two. And then we have Into the Wild by John Krakauer, which is another book I had to read this year. And then we have my AP Lang book. So this is just mostly school stuff. And then my free verse, because they're really bags, and all the bags that I put on here because I am a girly girl. And if we go down one, we have this bookshelf, which is my favorite shelf. So this is just all the books that I like really love. So we have my mask because I like decorations, and then we have A Dog's Life by Anna Martin, and that was how I like started to love reading when I was in elementary school. Like I loved that book, and the Warrior series. That's how I started reading and really like loving books. And then we have, that's my driver's ed like thingy. And then I have The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. And then we have Paper Towns. Then we have Paper Towns by John Green, and I absolutely love that book. And if I had all of his other books, they'd be on the shelf as well, because I'm in love with all of his books. And then we have the Mortal Instruments series, and that is a box set. And it's in the box right now, so I'm not going to take them all out, but that's City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Muscles. And then I was so mad when they said that there's City of Heavenly Fire now, because now I have to go, and now it's going to be outside of my box, and I'm just like, why? And then we have The Darkest Minds and Never Fade. And then now we know that the next title is called Into the Afterlight, which I'm so excited for, and I just can't wait. Then we have Never Fade. And I love the covers of these, they're so pretty. And yeah. Okay, and then up here is just a display because I wanted it to be, I don't know, I like decorating. So I have The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and that's one of my favorite books as well. And then I have 17 magazines because I read those, and then I just stack them right there. And then I have The Maze Runner, which I haven't even read yet, but I like the way the cover looks because it matches like all my books to be matchy. So I put The Maze Runner on there because it looks nice and it has the same genre as my other book, so why not? And then we have bookmarks. Yeah. And then we have the Clockwork Infernal Devices series, which is also in a box set, so it's all pretty, and yeah, I just love it. And then we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which looks like this. So beautiful of a cover. And then I also have The Evolution of Mara Dyer, and I couldn't fit this on my favorite shelf, and I don't know how I'm gonna fit it, so I don't really know what to do. But yeah, that's one of my favorites too. I obviously want the whole series, and it's just so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, you need to check that out if you have not already. I know some people think it's like really creepy and not that good, but I mean, it is. So, down here is the... Oh, I have a random necklace on here. Wonderful. Now you see how lazy I am. So I have a fairy right here. Oh, this is the overview. So yeah. And I kind of organized this by like color almost because, okay, there's contemporary right here. And then as you go down, it gets into like adultish. Because like there's a time traveler's wife and stuff. And then it gets into like, not adult. That's just like, I don't know. Because these ones are more frilly. Like middle schoolish, like Geek Charming and stuff. And then we have more dark books like Waterfall into the Night Circus and like, I don't know. I just, you know what I mean. I don't know. I just organize them randomly, sort of, except I know what's going on, even though other people probably don't. But yeah, okay, so I have this fairy figurine right here, and yeah. And then I have the Sarah Dessen, a lot of Sarah Dessen books. Oh, I also have The Moon and More. Dang it. I have The Moon and More. It's out. I was reading it earlier, so I have that book as well. So I have The Truth About Forever, Dreamland, Lock and Key, What Happened to Goodbye. And, you know, the covers just look, I mean, these aren't very nice copies, so, I mean, Dreamland. And then this is like a totally beat up copy. Like, look at this. Ugh. But yeah, Truth About Forever. And then I have Nicholas Sparks books, so Safe Haven, At First Sight, and The Lucky One, and they just are the covers that, like, I have the movie cover of a Safe Haven too, but I decided to pick up the other one too. Then I have Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson, I think it is. Is it Morgan? Yeah. Second Chance Summer. That was a really good book. I was debating whether to put that on my favorite shelf, actually. But I don't put contemporary usually on my favorite shelf. Unless it's John Green. So, yeah. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, also by the same author, which I love that one too. I don't necessarily like the cover, but, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, even though I totally do. My Life Next Door by Becca Fitzpatrick. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. Requiem by Lauren Oliver. I had the whole series, but my friends borrowed them and then never gave them back. Do not loan books to your friends. It's not a good idea. Tuesdays with Morrie, which is one of my favorite middle school books, kind of, which is The Fashion Disaster That Changed My Life by Lauren Miracle, and then Cinderella and Geek Charming by Robin Palmer. And I couldn't bring myself to like donate these books like I usually do to my middle school books because I absolutely loved them when I was in middle school. They were like one of my favorite books, so I decided to keep those three. There's Wife and My Sister's Keeper. And those, yep. And then Bad Girls Don't Die, which I haven't even read. And then A Thousand Floating Suns by Khalid Hosseini. And then My Name is Chloe Carlson. I haven't read this book yet. But The Night Circus, Go Ask Alice. Here, okay, then we have another fairy. And she looks like this. Yeah. And then we have Go Ask Alice, and Thin by Grace Bowman, and Graceling by Christian Cashore, which I have not finished that series yet because I didn't like it that much. And then I have Les Mis, The Girl with the Glass Feet, and Hold Still. And those are all okay. I don't really own all the books that I like. Most of them are on my ebooks. And then I have down here another stuffed animal. And I have a Disney book down there, Tinkerbell. Then I have The Host by Stephenie Meyer. Maximum Ride, book 1. And then book like 12, is it? I don't even know. But yeah, I loved that series when I was in middle school. And then I have Sweetly by Jackson Pierce. And then I have Fallen in Torment by Lauren Kate. And I have not finished that series, nor have I read Torment yet. Shiver and Linger by Morgan Stevader, or whatever it is. And I finished that whole series. And I loved it when I was in freshman year, so 9th grade. Halo by, I don't even know how to say that name, but I loved that book, but I have not read the rest of the books. Tell me if they're any good. Are they any good? Like I know that Heaven just came out or something, and I was looking at it and I loved that book, and I was thinking maybe I should finish that series. And then I have Beautiful Darkness by Garcia and Stoll. Then Infinity Chronicles of Nick, and then Catching Fire and Mockingjay, which again, my Hunger Games was stolen by my friends. Yeah. And then up here, I didn't have a place for this because this was part of my favorite shelf too, and I lost room when I bought my books. But Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is also another one. And then we have my beat up Harry Potters, which they're very sad looking, I know, but that is lots of love right there. Lots and lots of love. And then we have My Lion, and then Legacy of a Puppy. And that shows all dog breeds and stuff because I was obsessed with dogs back in. I will insert a screenshot of all my iBooks right here so that you can see other books that I'm reading at the moment, because I have a lot of books in there that I love, so yeah, I will do that. Okay, so first we have all of Jennifer E. Smith's novels, which are those first 3. And What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick, Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins, The Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han, Burn for Burn, and Fire with Fire, and All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, Gail Forman's Just One Day and Just One Year, Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, which is one of my favorites of 2014, and The Beginning of Everything by Robin Snyder. Then we have one of my favorite contemporaries, all those 3 on the top, and then The Sea of Tranquility and Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Then we have John Green's 3 books right there, and then It's Kind of a Funny Story and The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And then Jellicoe Road, Beautiful Disaster, Don't Look Back, Ion Number 4, and Teardrop. Mind Games, Perfect Lies, and the whole selection series, which I have the selection on my iPod iBooks. This is my iPad. And then I have Half Bad, The Uglies series, Dorothy Must Die, Shatter Me series, What's Left of Me, the Pivot Point and Split Second, and Lunar Chronicles right there, and then Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Then The Program, Panic, Obsidian, and I have the whole Divergent series, all 3 books right there. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, like, and comment.